now. Come on over. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I got a new mold. Welcome to Camille's Con Lab. Hey, how y'all doing today? I got me some new molds, and I'm so excited I had to try it. Yes, I did, and I had to show you. Yep. So here I am with the molds. So I decided to do a little mica brush because I wanted to see how it would look, you know, all shiny and stuff. Anywho, how you doing? How's your 2026 been going for you? Leave a comment down below. Let me see how you been doing today. Let me know if everything's been going all right. If you've been thinking about goals that you want to try for this year. I know mine are so simple and so normal, but yet we just gonna keep on pushing along to make them big. That's all we gotta do. You ain't gotta start yesterday or today. You start when you want to start. You feel me? Right now. You feel me? Anywho, I'm just painting along with my mica powders. I got me 3 of them out that are my favorite colors. And every time I get a new mold, yes, I do be using the same colors because I like that beautiful ruby, like dark, yes, red. I think it's a wine red. Yes, I love it. And I gotta try it every time. And usually, and I ain't gonna lie, all of the ones that I've done and I've taken out and I wasn't gonna sell because I got my ruby and my gold in there and be the one that sell every time, y'all. I never get to take it home. It be so pretty. It's so cute. Ooh! I just love that wine red, that ruby wine red. But anywho, I'm just gonna keep on pushing along. And then I also took I think it's a bronze out just to dust over everything. So, I'm not too good at this stuff. But hey, we do what it do and make it work. It still be cute, it just ain't perfect. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but I am not perfect. I do not do things where I measure enough to make sure it's right. So I'm going to put it on the dot and on the dot. And that's as good as my measurements get in teaching you all measurement because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm kind of impatient, so I get, kind of bored at it sometimes. So, I usually have to color in the dots by doing a page, a half a page, and then come back another time and do another half. So, I get a little impatient and getting into little bitty grooves. So I really like just pouring the most when it comes to doing resin. So, hey, I will wholesale you some stuff of a whole bunch of pours, and you can pretty it up all you want. You can sand it up, you can paint it up. Baby, I don't get down where I cry about what you doing with after I sold it to you. So if you ever want a bundle of stuff like keychains done or even like things like knife sets, wedding decor where you want to do a lot, holla at your girl. Yes, I'm out here. I'm trying to get that bag this year, however possible. And I'm willing to do some things that I enjoy. And I really enjoy pouring resin. So anywho, I had to do this mode because even though I'm in the middle of doing, paintings and trying to get paintings done, I got to go back and do a second layer on the group that I did the other day in the last video that I did. Go check that out and comment down below how you like that video and what I can do better too. Because I really want to show you all how to get a good painting resin. Because it's a lot of times I know that I had to figure out And that question came up when it got to pour painting and how to finish a pour painting. So a lot of people are probably out there looking for that. But yeah, I'm gonna the lady who did the paintings in those videos, she been saying I need to get a good knife set cuz I'll be at the Renaissance Festival the last couple weeks back, and I did where I sold my artwork. And they, when the Renaissance festivals, they like things like the knives and, something smaller with keychains and, you know. I was thinking, what if we find the big chains and put the big holes in there, and they could put the big ones, not the one in the middle, of course, but especially the round one looking one. That one's really nice. It could be like a nice big chain and put some lights on it. Kids will like that. Just different ideas. So if you got an ideal of what things I can do with knives and, when it comes to selling and ways that I can sell, we got our homemakers. So we can get down and figure it out. Just comment down below some ideas for me. And then I can start putting that in fruition, y'all, and start thinking about how to get it right. Because that's the whole idea this year is how to get stuff right. Anywho, I'm finishing off my mold from the other day, filling it up. And I'm using some black mica in there so we can fill up the molds with dark colors so we can see the colors come out from the top, because these are just regular mica powders. So let's get to pouring, y'all. I love a good pour, y'all. I was thinking maybe I should have put some shiny in there, glitter or something, but I'm like, no, the color of the mica is kind of pretty. It's got like a pearlness to it. So I was like, let's go with it. Yep. Anywho, I hope everybody's been doing good. Have you prayed for me? Because you know what? I sure prayed for you. And you know what that's going to do. Keep us prayed up, baby. That's right. And I hope everybody's had a blessed beginning of the year. I know when it comes to me in the beginning of the year, um, I don't mind it being kind of down. I just pray that I can get through it. Because what they say, you got to go down to get up. And I really want to be up better when it comes to December at the end of the year. It don't always work that way, but hey, I ain't went without. I ain't went down. So that's a blessing. I might not get everything I want, and I'm not spoiled, but we are blessed to still have everything we need, you know? So I love the fact that I feel a little rough around the edges at the beginning of the year. It gives me motivation to get to stepping and keep on stepping, you know? Because you don't want to keep it down. You want to start getting back up. A lot of people are feeling depressed around this time, coming out the holidays and, money looking funny. We looking at a crazy big house is what I call it, and all the shenanigans and capturing and conducting and what the heck is going on, and that can get in people's mental, and you get worried about your own living situations and stuff. But you know what? We're going to keep on going. The biggest thing about all of that is we as the people need to make sure that we stay as the people. We got to quit thinking about no race, creed, colors, and all that, and start loving each other, making sure your neighbor is okay, making sure your elders is okay, making sure your immediate family got you. You know, it ain't about money, y'all. Like, I live on nothing. Like, every day is okay, what can I do to make enough money to get a bill paid? Like, it's all right. It's going to find a way. It's going to make a way somehow. You know, where there's determination, you got it going on. Yeah, you got to keep on pushing and pressing. You got it going on. So if you got that determination, then you ain't got no worries. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you just like that. Just get on up and make the next day a little bit better than the day before, you know? So when you look behind at the end of the year, you can say, ooh, I did that. I did that. You know, I did that. So keep your head held high. My daddy, one thing he always told me, who is it get greater later. It get greater later. And I always think, what does that mean? What does that mean? Baby, it get greater later. When you're not even here on this earth, you'll be in a greater place. So as you keep going through your life, it's going to always get better. You're going to have better days than you had before. You're going to have the understanding to even know that you having better days. So keep on pushing, yo. Keep on pushing. And that's my 2026 talk for this year, to keep you motivated, keep you going, keep your spirits high. Because even when you're having a downtime, baby, we can still get back up. Look at that one. I love that one. That one's kind of cool. That rounded one. Oh, I like that rounded one. But this one here, yes, sir. I like that one. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should put that in a tray. If I pour it kind of lower and then sit it in the tray, we talking about money. Ah! And that's my little haul. Oh, don't forget my extra. I forgot about my extra. Yes, let's get that thing on up out of there. I need a new mode for that one. I wouldn't mind trying to figure out how to get a couple of those, and then you can pour a couple of them at a time. Those are nice sellers at the Renaissance place. Yeah, the Night of Lights. They kind of liked it, those. It made beautiful little gifts. And they mostly were children wanting to get their mama or their grandma something. So, hey, I maybe need to invest in those so we can make sure we got something for Mother's Day. Heck yeah. We gonna be outside somewhere so we can get that money. All right, y'all. If not, we gonna have to get on the internet and figure it out. We gonna figure it out. And I had to give you them good looks of what I got out of there. It wasn't too bad. I had a few little bubbles and stuff. But you know, when you get a first mold, you gotta figure out where to get all the goods. This one right here had the most bubbles. So you really gotta get around those diamonds. And I don't like my rose, but it came out all right. And I like that new rose. Now, I love the heart rose. Now, I think I'm going to do a lot of those. And I might need to get an investment into getting a few more of those molds, too. I really like that one. And thank you for stopping by. Come on back anytime.